Folks, if you have been in school, which most of you have been, so you know the amount of projects and the dumb things we need to do in school. Write essays, do projects, do this, make files and all of that, submit projects every 3 months, or even schools in US and UK, they make kids submit projects like every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, give exams and assignments and write essays and whatnot. So folks, I don't know about you, but when I was in school, this was boring as anything because most of it doesn't make any sense. Most of it is useless stuff. It's just the curriculum thing that they are forcing upon us day in and day out. And I wish I had Chat GPT back then, because if I had, I would have saved a lot of my time. But that didn't happen that time. But for you guys, you're lucky you can use Chat GPT. So folks, this is actually a major problem that's occurring in US and all of that. I want to show you a bunch of actually articles where Chat GPT is causing chaos in US schools and colleges. This is here we have it. Yeah. So Chat GPT US exam. Then we go to the news part. Here we have it. Actually, yeah, here we have it. So I'm gonna open this up in a new tab. Daily Mail, and then we are gonna have with one more. Maybe this is the news. AI breakthrough ChatGPT can almost pass US medical licensing examinations, find studies. So, folks, this is the thing. So, in US, we have this medical and examination, the examination for law and for all the kind of examination we have in every country. We have India, China, Russia, Japan. So that's similar for all countries. Just the curriculum and ways are different. So this thing called ChatGPT actually passed the entire examination. So how this actually happened was, let me see this one. I'm going to read this thing up. Okay. So the study published in the journal of this one tested ChatGPT's performance on the USMLE, a series of 3 exams that assess medical knowledge in various disciplines such as biochemistry, diagnostic reasoning, and bioethics. The test is required for medical licensure in the US and is taken by medical students and physicians in training. After removing image-based questions and indeterminate responses, ChatGPT scored between 52.4% to 75%, which is impressive, which is very impressive because not a lot of students get 75% in examinations, folks. Across 3 exams, the passing threshold for the exam is approximately 60%, which is cool because if ChatGPT can pass that stuff, because I said how ChatGPT works, it's like the collective consciousness in work. Because if ChatGPT can actually pass all of these examinations and all of that, it would really make a lot of sense. I'm going to show you one more thing. It's by Daily Mail UK. It's taking some time to load here. So, folks, then you have with chatting about museum with ChatGPT. So you can talk about a lot of things, but this exam stuff that I read here, this was quite controversial because students can actually use this ChatGPT thing and can pass things without even knowing about the subject at all. So this is something that needs attention of the school and college or whatever. But I think it's fun. So if you're a student and or maybe you're a teacher, professor, and you need to write something with ChatGPT, how you're going to use that? Let's assume your school or your college or university gave you an essay. Write an essay about maybe hedge funds or maybe any financial thing. Maybe write an essay about option trading and options and history of options. If you're a finance student or a finance major, write an essay about that. So I'll just type it in GPT, essay on options trading in. Now guys, you can, if you have a favorite actor or an actress or a favorite comedian or maybe even a favorite speaker or maybe an author, you can actually ask ChatGPT to write in their style and to make it your style, and you can present it in your school, college, whatever thing maybe. As always, folks, be careful with this one because even I don't know about US, but in a lot of European countries, they have this system called where if a student actually copies something from Wikipedia or any other maybe internet sources, if they copy a project, the artificial intelligence of the school system can actually detect that and can reject the project, something like that. I'm not sure about this in which countries this is actually working right now, but be a little extra careful with this one. So essay on options trading in what can I say, in fluffy style. Fluffy style. So, folks, Fluffy is actually this is Gabriel Iglesias. He's he's a he's a really cool guy. Like he's a comedian. He's a Mexican who lives in U.S. Has been living in U.S. for a couple of years now, and he's a really great comedian. I like him, so I've watched a bunch of his videos. So I didn't have any other name in my head, so I said, why not just type it in Fluffy. So these guys have actually, so ChatGPT has actually put up an entire essay on options trading. Like, folks, options trading is one of the most boring and one of the most complicated stuffs in finance. I know that because I've studied that not that long ago, and this actually just put up the entire boring stuff in a fluffy style, in a comic style. I'm going to read a few paragraphs. You're going to love this. Oh boy! Now this is exactly how Fluffy starts his videos. Oh boy, options trading. It's like a game of tug of war with your money, except you get to choose which side you're on. Will you will you be the mighty bull charging forward and grabbing profits by the horns, or you will be the sneaky bear quietly waiting for the perfect moment to pounce on a juicy opportunity? Either way, options trading is exciting, haha, and challenging adventure that can bring up big rewards as long as you're willing to take some risk. For those of you who are new to the game, options trading is a type of investing that involves buying and selling contracts that give you the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell a stock or an asset at a certain price, known as strike price, by a certain date known as the expiration date. These contracts are called options, and they can be a great way to make money if you know what you're doing. So, folks, ChatGPT actually put up this fluffy thing, and at the same time, it just added the basic definition and the basic meaning of to it to make things really easy. So this was it. You can read this on your own at your free time. I'm just going to give you an opportunity to uh, copy the question if you want to. The question is essay on options trading in fluffy style. Maybe ChatGPT is going to give you a similar answer, I believe. Folks, that was it. Now I'm going to put up one more essay, and I believe that will be easy. Now I'm going to say, let's assume your college gave you to write an essay on JFK, John F. Kennedy, the president of US, former president. How are you going to write that? I know you're going to try to go to Google and copy a bunch of Wikipedia paragraphs and paragraphs from here and there, life about JFK and all of that, the online sources. But what about we do it in some other way? Essay on JFK in Obama style. Now this is crazy because we are explaining one politician through the perspective of other politician, which is really cool. Now, folks, this was just an example. If you're not a big fan of JFK and Obama or any of the US presidents, completely up to you. I respect your opinion. This was just a way to actually explain you how much you can do with ChatGPT and to what extent. Nothing of that personal, and that's it. Yeah. So, on Obama style, JFK, John F. Kennedy, was the 35th president of U.S., was a visionary leader who inspired a generation of Americans to dream big and strive for greatness. His charisma, intelligence, and courage captivated the nation, and his legacy continues to shape American politics and culture to this day. So this was this entire thing, and you can read it all along. This is how Obama would have explained JFK in his speech if he had to, according to ChatGPT. So you can do what you want to do this with, and you can also use it for your projects. But guys, be careful. Your college could be smarter than you think them to be. So see you in the next one.